All right, guys, welcome back to Mogstown. Here we are in episode 3. I'll get you updated a little bit. I've done a little offline while I wasn't recording, so I'll update you a little bit. Basically, I've just expanded the neighborhood a little bit here and added some defenses around the town center. So we didn't have this wall before, and I've also added one tower. We don't have the income right now for another one. But as we continue to fill up these houses, it looks like some of them are getting filled, but there's still some that are remaining empty. We may need to go ahead and build out a few more. But as we continue to do that, we should be able to increase our income enough that we can start to spend a little bit more money on defenses. Wow, I'm a little tongue-tied today. All right, but we've got our population up. We've got to get our homesteads up, and so that's been a struggle because you can see the desirability just in general. I mean, we're starting from a very low place, and I thought that these mines didn't affect desirability. When you go to place them, let me show you this. I mean, I thought originally like they must, right? And so when you go to place them, you don't get the desirability warnings that you get from, some of the other buildings. Like if I try to do saw pit for sure. Like, see how that's going to tell me for sure. But then when I look in the desirability, I mean, there's clearly like a circle around this, right? Although it doesn't seem to be affecting the iron mine. So I'm still not sure about that, how much that's actually affecting my desirability. But what I do know is it's going to be really difficult for me to get enough desirability to turn these into homesteads. Either that's from just the base desirability being really bad, or maybe it's being affected by this mod. So we're going to keep building out this way. We're going to add some parks and things that we are going to need in order to increase that desirability. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and do that here. In fact, where this small park. That's going to help out a little bit. We're going to need the pub right here before we can do too much, though. Oh, it looks like we've got some raiders, so we'll see how our new defenses are helping us out. And actually, that's not really going to get us. I'm going to cancel that. That is not going to get us where we want to be. We're going to build some more houses over here. And we did decide that the iron mine can be on this outside road out here, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and just build out the neighborhood the way that we normally would. Did have a trader come in while I was doing all that talking. It doesn't look like anything we have is selling for an especially high price. Looks like we could definitely sell some stone. There's plenty of that laying around, so I'm not too worried about it. As far as the things that he's selling, we don't really need them. We might could use some additional meat, but I think we're okay. We do want to expand our population, and we do not have a massive surplus of food. But I think the things we've done to improve our field situation over here are going to help with that. Oh, I need flax. I did not realize building that windmill that I was going to need that. That's my fault. All right, so let's garrison some villagers. Get some people in here. And we're going to send these hunters in here to just to help with the guys that are attacking the market, because we do not have, we would normally have a tower over there. Yeah, there we go. These other hunters are already attacking, so I think we're going to be fine on the market over there. I'm eventually going to put a tower right here, but I was trying to wait until we had the income. Oh, and look, it just happened randomly for some reason. I guess a house upgraded? I don't know. But we should definitely be able to do that now. Let's make sure our hunters are all... Yeah, they're all attacking. We should be in good shape. Well, one of them is retreating because they're hurt. And that's fine. We don't want to lose anybody if we can help it. Yeah, so it looks like the level of defenses we have are sufficient for the level of raids that we're getting right now. Oh, man, I grew all that rye. And it is not going to feed anybody because I didn't get the flax that I needed first. I did manage to get the heavy tool. All right, let's see if we still have enough room to plant flax in this field. I do not want to go too long without that. Let's see. If we take that away and take that away, can we stick the flax in there? Yes, looks like you can. I don't actually want to grow a bunch of flax, so we're going to put that back. But at least by the end of this year, even if we can't trade for it, we'll be able to get the flax that we need to make that windmill, and then this rye will actually be useful to us. So I planted some rye. We were really low on food, and I also wanted to have a bakery, and so in order to raise the desirability of the neighborhood, we wanted to put a bakery in, and so in order to do that, I planted rye. Wheat was not going to do well in this climate. Rye does not give us the yield that wheat does, but we're going to be much better off in this terrain with rye. The problem is we've got to get this windmill built or it will be useless. So as long as everybody doesn't starve this year before we get that built, this will not be too bad. It looks like we are just barely keeping enough food on the table. Having the raid did not help because our hunters became preoccupied. But hopefully they can catch up pretty quickly. And you know, I probably, since I was growing the flax in that field up there, I probably should have, yeah, we're going to rip this plant out. We're going to put in peas. Otherwise, we're not going to have enough food to get through the winter. And that won't be good. So we'll get the amount of flax that we need out of here. And make sure that we get some peas here so that we can supplement our food. And try to at least keep up for the rest of this year. Okay, there we go. So we have a month of food. The hunters are keeping up, even though the raid definitely cut into their time. So that's one of the problems with the raids, is that it will cut into your hunter's time. All right, we got 14. We killed 10 of them. We didn't lose any villagers or any buildings, so that is not bad. Yeah, so we lost a lot of productivity from the hunters. Let's see how our foragers doing. I think most of what's over there. I'm going to have to really micromanage food right now. So they should be going to get mushrooms. And once that's done, if these berries are still over here, we may move them. So we'll just watch that really closely. Normally that's not something I would micromanage to this level, but we're going to have to really be careful about food this year. All right, yeah, so we're going to move their work area. Yeah, there's eggs and berries over here. So we'll just move their work area over there. Again, man, it would be great if this game would give us a way to just have like a primary and a secondary. Just two places for the, depending on season, that the forager could go, right? Even if we had to declare like, only go over here during this season, only go over this other place during the other season, it would be so much better. There's so much foraging stuff it's available for certain times of the year. So unless you're micromanaging your foragers and literally in certain months moving their work area, they won't work. They'll run out of whatever's in this area and then they'll just stand around. So they need a much bigger foraging area, or they need, you know, the ability for us to give them multiple work areas. That should help a little bit. That's not going to be the end-all be-all for food, but that should at least help a little bit. We'll have some peas coming out of that field soon. Gonna have the rye that we need, or the flax that we need to build that windmill, and then we can go back to growing rye in this field. And go back to, getting the fertility up and the weed levels down in this field. All right. While we're working on that, we can go ahead and start or continue building out our houses. I do think this well needs to move for me to have the housing layout that I usually like. Yeah, so this well needs to move just... Actually, I think no matter what we do, it's going to be in the way of this house. I was thinking it could sit on one square, but it can't. Yeah, so until this mine is gone, we're going to have to leave the well there, which means we just can't put a house in there. That's fine. Just flatten this area out a bit. And we'll put another house down in that spot. Now I do want to be a little bit careful about how quickly we build up out here, just because we are already struggling with food. We don't want to attract immigrants right now, at least until we have a much better tool surplus, or not tool, sorry, food surplus. That should happen once we're able to get both of these fields going at max capacity. But right now, it's just not going to happen. And we don't want extra immigrants right now. All right, so it looks like that foraging area is all tapped out. Is there more they can get over there? Yep. Yeah, so again, this is really annoying, but just kind of what you have to do. Especially when there's a food shortage. And we want to make sure that we don't lose any villagers. Let's see, are we making sure to harvest all of our blueberries? We are. Those berries are getting harvested. Yeah, I think right now there's not much else we can do productively to try to make sure that everybody makes it through the winter. Technically build another hunter. Let's see how all these hunters are doing. They're all around 240, which is about the most we can expect. How's this hunter working? Okay, all right. This one's over here. Yeah, I mean, we've got hunters everywhere that we have deer. That's about all that we can do. We will just have to hope that we keep up. I think we had enough stores. We may be okay once those hunters now that they're back to work and they get going. One of the things we can do is just deliver meat directly to the market, which is what we're doing. So a lot of times I'll uncheck this to make sure that we're not putting any fresh meat into the market, or a lot of times at the storehouse too, to make sure that everything's getting smoked and then it lasts longer. But actually we're going through everything so fast since we started this settlement that doesn't even really matter. When do they harvest this flax? Okay, they're working on it now. So the estimated yield is enough that we should be able to get this one mill built. And actually, let's look at flax. It's a -2 on fertility. Yeah, I actually may leave this in here for a year. Or work it into the rotation here somehow. Let's see how we do. How much rye do we have? I do not have any. Is that the first? I think that was the first year that I had rye because I had just planned to do it. So that's fine. So did get some food out of that. That's going to help out a little bit. I think we're going to have some food problems though. Yeah, I do need a place to grow flax. Even once we get this windmill built, we need clothes. I've been just trading for those so far, and I bet we're out. Nope, we're okay. Yeah, so that's probably not a priority. I can probably continue to get those fairly cheaply. Yeah, I don't know if we need a weaver building. Once we get the fertility up, and we're growing enough food to feed everybody, we can start to worry about that. But for right now, we'll just keep people in the mines and keep selling that stuff, and we'll just continue to use that to buy the things that we need. Let's see how our forager's doing again. There's still some things to forage over here, although there are boars over there. I don't know that we want to send them that way. They're saying unable to work, which I think is because of the boars. I don't know that they'll continue working over there. So let's reset the area. This area at least has a good mixture of things, even if they're not staying totally busy all year from it. This area at least has a good, so there's, I wonder if I caught that mushroom cluster in there. It doesn't look like I did. I really want to though. Yeah, there we go. So we've got eggs, mushrooms, herbs. It's a good mixture. It's probably not completely maximizing our forager, but it's a good mixture of things. I just realized I'm on 1x speed again, so we speeded that up. Let's see, how are we doing? Oh man, we got tons of laborers. We can start to hit these mines really hard and just get all that stuff out of the ground so we can get rid of the mines completely. Oh wow, I really let that get out of hand. We have so many unoccupied folks. Where's our sand over here? Sand doesn't really sell well. So actually, I mean, that's good to have that going so that we will have sand for making glass and things later. But I don't think that's going to be my priority. We may just want to start another mine, which we can do right here. Let me put this road in first so that I know where I want that to be. And then the mine will just go on the edge of it. Let's see how that affects. So we've got 18% desirability right now. This will kind of be the decider. This will help us figure out what's really going on here. So this still has access to the coal, or to the iron. Sorry, I don't know. 18%, sorry. I lost that number in my head, so I just wanted to make sure. So once we put that in, still 18%. Let's wait and see once it gets built what we're dealing with. So that mine's totally full. This mine's staffed to capacity. We have plenty of room in the stockyards, so that's not going to be an issue. And we do have the wagon shop to move everything around. So I think we're in good shape. We'll have to watch them and make sure. Yeah, they're still spending a lot of time idle, so I think that means that we're staying, you know, relatively good on moving things around. See, they're transferring goods. I bet though it's because they are so close to the stockyard that it's not even worth waiting for a wagon. I'm hoping that's what's going on. See, they're transferring goods too though. I feel like maybe our wagons aren't being effective. I'm going to do this since we have both of these mines over here. Let's see, as long as it doesn't affect desirability, I'm going to do a wagon shop over here just to make sure that something's close. I'm going to wait and see what this mine does to the desirability here though when it finishes, just so we know for certain. Yeah, still 18%, so it's not affecting the houses. That's a good thing. Okay. flattened out enough. We'll pop another house down there. Like a lot of these are homesteads. We just don't have enough desirability down here, so we're gonna build a small park in here. Oh, looks like we need to flatten that out a little bit. So we need to get enough homesteads so that we can improve. Yeah, there's no luxury household items that we can make. Do we make a candle shop yet? That's the one thing. I think we have wax. We do have one. Okay. That's one luxury item at least. I think the furniture maker is in here as well. Yeah. But that's another one we have to get to tier 3 for. So, one thing we're going to need in tier 3 is better defenses. So let's put another tower in here. This is where I usually put it. There we go. And that tower is going to be able to defend the market. So we'll be in good shape there. And we have enough income to cover the cost. So we're in good shape there as well. All right, so we've got this going. Awesome. There's no grain to put in it. So we're going to fix that. And we also need to fix this field. Put it back to the way that we wanted it. And we'll have some grain in at the end of the year. This we can turn off for now. The bakery we want to keep on because it's creating, it has that desirability effect. And if we disable it, we're going to lose that, even though it's not actually functioning right now. All right, so what can we sell? We can probably afford to sell some shoes. We can keep about 20 of those on hand, I think. Definitely can afford to sell some stone. And what are they selling? So he's got clothes, but they're pretty expensive. Flour is cheap. So yeah, we can afford that. Let's see how quickly that bakery turns that into bread. And that should help with our food situation as well. Then once we actually get our own grain, then yeah, so they've already got flour, it looks like. Well, he's working on it. Yep, there we go. All right, so I don't know how long that's going to keep him busy, but at least we have some stuff in there for now. All right, we still have tons more laborers than we need. We can afford to staff this mine more heavily. Unfortunately, this trader doesn't want any of our mined goods. We'll take plenty of stone, it looks like. You ever sell the shoes? I think we were waiting for those to stock up. That's going to take us down to a pretty low number there, so we're going to leave that alone for a little bit. Oh, looks like we've got another trader. Let's see what he's got. So he's selling clothes for 23. He's buying them for 24. So we could actually load up and make a little bit here, not a ton. So we'll just buy and stock that because we're just going to go over here and sell it right back. So we just made 61 gold off of that. That's not too bad. We don't have anything else that we can sell him to see if anything that we need. Not really. We can buy some cheese though. Let's see, how many are those? 3. So we'll buy 20 because we basically just made 60 gold. And that's going to go into our food supply. Give our villagers a little bit more variety in their diets, and that's always a good thing. Alright, so let's let's check out. Yeah, we're definitely not producing enough food right now. Hopefully the growing all that grain will help. Firewood we're in good shape on. We're basically, yeah, making more than we need on everything. Definitely in the mining area, we don't have to worry about that. Luxury goods, what's under here? So candles, pottery, oh, beer. Okay, so once we get in there, we're definitely going to be able to do furniture. And glassware should be something that we can do as well. I think the glass, the glass blowing thing is in here. Here it is, yeah. Yeah, so this is all tier 3 stuff. That does need heavy tools though. So we might want to build, yeah, we've got one heavy tool. We're gonna have to buy some more. So we need to build a foundry and a blacksmith forge so that we can make all those things on our own with all this iron that we have. And then we can sell the finished goods for usually more money. We'll have to keep an eye on that and make sure that that's true. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, so we're missing swords. That's alright, as long as they have a bow. That's all that really matters in that location. Alright, we can speed up a little bit more, because we're really just trying to get to a point where we have more homesteads and more people right now. Alright, let's get some of these parks in. That's going to put us above 20% over there. Not over there though, so it's probably going to be a waste in that corner. Put it there. Once we have the pub over here, I think that's going to open up a lot. But this will hopefully help us to get to enough homesteads, because we're going to start building houses on this side of the road as well. Are these full? Yeah, we've got to get people in them, or they don't upgrade anyway. Yeah, we have too many vacant houses right now. There's no point building anymore. How many more do we need? Happiness is not great. Alright, so we need 7 more homesteads. So I think like all of these would have to upgrade. But I think we got them. I think this park is going to be enough to do that. So I think we're in good shape there. Still have an excess of laborers, so we can afford to build actually a coal mine. And I don't want to build it right on the neighborhood. We're going to extend this road out a little bit to there. And then we're just going to build this coal mine like way out here, so that I have room to put some houses in there that are still close to our amenities. And in fact, I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I may just keep going this way, because this is going to get real hilly real fast. And actually, I wouldn't mind moving this town center and everything up here, where it would be a little more secure. We're going to look at doing that in just a minute. I didn't want to have it up there in the beginning, because of what it would take to get everything flattened out up there and all that, but we can work on that over time, and eventually we can move our town center up here. So we're going to need, I think, about a 12 by 12 area up here. So we'll do, let's see, it's 6, yeah, so 2, it's 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, 6 by 6. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that right now. All right, we're gonna do that later. All right, we got that mine built. So they want 14 laborers for that. So we'll keep one there. Take one away from here. Just to keep the mine open, we'll leave that one there. And then now we're down to 14, which is what the game recommends. And that's usually a pretty good guideline to go by. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're starting to upgrade. The ones that haven't upgraded yet. Why? All right, let's stick another. We can stick some decorations in over here. How much do we need over here? Is it 26%? I think we need it at 30, so we need a 4 desirability bump. That's only going to give us 3. Okay. All right, the small garden's going to give us 1. So it's basically 1 per square. What about the small shrub? That's 1 too. Yeah. Yeah, so the thing is I'm going to eventually have the well over here. So I need to leave enough room for that. Still be able to put something in here that's going to increase the desirability. Although if I mess with that too much when I go to move it and start moving stuff around, people are going to move out of these houses. So I don't know that I want to do that too much. Yeah, the desirability is just crap over here. So that's going to make it difficult for us to get to our homestead level that we want, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm starting to regret. I think I should have built the fields this way and gone this direction with my housing. But it's a little late for that. We're going to work with what we've got for now. Yeah, we need to get our pub in, but we can't get our pub in without enough homesteads. So we're up to 19. We just need 6 more. I wonder if we build a couple more houses over here. We'll start. It says 16%. We could probably work on that a little bit. Got 20-something% there. 29. Ooh. It's kind of sad when you're at the point where you're trying to build individual houses for desirability bonuses. We need to turn this on. So I think the bread helped. How are we on? Yeah, we have a ton of grain. We're going to go ahead and put 2 people in there. It's probably going to... Oh, I did mess with our number of laborers too badly, so we're okay. All right, here we go. Give me some cheap heavy tools. I'm going to need them. Oh, you're giving me terrible prices. Come on. All right, we can get soap in there. Got way more than we need. All right, that's a decent price on heavy tools. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 3 of them so that we have them when it's time. Looks like we're good on regular tools. She's selling them pretty cheap though, so I'm gonna get like 2 more just to give us an even 10, and we'll try to keep it stocked at that level. She's actually selling iron. We're not selling coal for that low of a price. Double red arrow. I don't know how much it's supposed to sell for, but come on, double red arrow, that can't be good. The soap, I'm more than happy to trade. That is quite all right. All right, what's trader number 2 got for us? He's got a decent price on coats. We have, I mean, pelts are coming in like crazy, so that's fine. I don't want to get us down to like a really low level of shoes, and that's not a good price anyway. That's fine. Oh, we do want to stock up on clothes, though. So we can go ahead and buy 16. 5 of those. Oh, that's not bad at all. I was doing the math wrong in my head. Thought that was going to be a lot more expensive. You know what? We could buy beer. Well, actually, we've got grain and honey now. I think we can go ahead. Oh, we can't build the pub because we're not tier 3, and the beer is not going to help us in that case anyway. All right, so we're fine there. So what we probably should do is build a grain silo over here. I'll get door to this thing. Does it need to face a certain way? Probably needs to face towards the field over there. There we go. I just have a feeling we're not going to want to store all this in the windmill. And I don't think, so the windmill can't hold that much. So when they're harvesting it, they're running it probably all the way over here. Yeah, which is not what we want. So now they'll actually get it from there, which is fine. Man, we are not doing good on food. Whoa, that's a big gap. Okay, we gotta fix that. We need to throw turnips in the rotation here. Fertility is great. It's great to get our fertility up. Oh wow, that's really getting killed. And now look at that. We have a disease in the field. All right, so what we're gonna have to do for next year is we're just gonna rotate these. So we'll keep clover actually. We're gonna put the grain in there. Oh, not that though. We want rye. And we'll also set rye in there. Now that field's only half the size, so it's not going to be quite as good, but we'll get additional food from here. So we'll go back to turnips and peas in this field. And then turnips and peas in that field. So that'll increase our overall yield because this is what, 876, and then that's 5 and 6. So we'll get a lot more food out of this big field, and I'm not sure we need that much rye anyway. And that's also going to rotate our crops out to something that isn't affected by this disease that's in the field right now. And then at the end of the year, we can fix these to match, where all the years match each other. So that's fine. So how much per year are we actually bringing in? Grain. Yeah, we're growing way more than we need right now. So switching to that second field shouldn't hurt us. I don't know. I don't know if we can feed you guys. You know, let's try it. We will definitely have to buy some food from the traders when they show up. Hopefully we get another one this year. Oh, and instantly everybody's out of food. Look at that. But that should get some people in these houses that maybe we can upgrade. Yeah, I may have just doomed some people to starvation. I hope not. Alright, so we just finished harvesting that crop out of this field. So we can start to edit this for later years. Oh wait, we probably should have kept that in there. This one's coming out. Alright, so that check mark means they're already done with it, so we can go ahead and plan to put rye in there next year. So we'll do rye in this field, and actually we can expand this field too now, because we do have all these extra laborers. So this is a great time to go ahead and take care of that. You know, we're just going to go ahead and make it a full 12 by 12 field over here. Do have this iron ore that we probably want to pull out of the ground at some point. It's fine. We're gonna hold off on construction for that one. Okay. Yeah, we'll hold off on construction for a minute. Actually, I want to move that. We probably want to have a road in between there. That's the wrong one. Come on, man. Alright, so we're going to do that. Leave one space for the road. Looks like it still has access to the iron. We're not going to do construction on it right now. I just want that space safe so we know that we're going to deal with the iron eventually. Let's see how we make it through the winter. Hopefully nobody starves to death. It would be nice to get a trader in that we could buy something from. Doesn't look like there's anything the forger can do to help us right now. We really need the hunters to bring in lots of food. Right, we'll deal with that builder shortage. Alright guys, let's just make it through the winter. Hopefully we don't lose too many more villagers to hunger. That's not going to help us upgrade either. So I think our population's almost there. We just need the homesteads. We need enough buildings that are high enough level desirability. And let's see, the natural desirability down here is actually not too bad. Yeah, we've got some people with scurvy. Alright, so I am seeing the wagons pick up from here. That was a question earlier. It's still showing there. It's been a lot of time transferring goods, though, so I don't know what's up with that. We can go ahead and fully staff that mine, though. Probably this one as well. Yep. And it does look like we have a trader coming in, so we're going to buy as much food as we can from them. Alright, let's see. We can sell these herbs. And actually, I'm going to slow the game down just a little bit. We can sell that. Really, I need to start getting some food in, though. Looks like... Oh, they did have some smoked meat. I should have just bought that. It's a little more expensive than the regular meat, but that's okay. I don't know how well our smoker is going to keep up with that. Some medicine. Can probably use to have some of those. Don't know if they actually use that at the healer now that I think about it. Do you have to have a hospital? I'll have to check that out. Let's go. We'll check in on the healers over here. Let's see. Healing. Healer's house. So that says medicine availability as if they make it. But I don't think that's true. Yeah, we may have bought that medicine for nothing. We'll see if it gets stocked over here. Does look like our well is having a hard time over here. So we may need to upgrade that. We need iron ingots though. Does our trader sell that? No. Alright. Alright, so we'll just keep making some money off this guy. Think we probably have enough food now. What was our shortage in total? Alright, so I think this represents what we just imported. Yeah, so we are actually in excess of what we need, not by a ton, but yeah, let's go ahead and we'll just buy as much smoked meat as we can. Watch, this one's going to be a lot cheaper. Let's see. Oh, no, actually not. So we did well there. Good deal. All right, we're going to see how we do on grain before we start buying things like cows. But that will be helpful once we're able to. So we do have excess grain, even just... So some of that was from this big field over here. So let's see how long that lasts us. How quickly are we going through it? Yeah. We're actually using up more than we can do in this field at least. Let's see. What's the expected yield? Yeah. So we don't have enough excess grain to, or food in general, to do livestock just yet still. So we're going to have to keep things the way they are, which is just fine. We do need to sell some like coal and iron and stuff though, and it's like nobody wants it. So we're just stocking it up. And that stockyard's full. That one's full. We actually need to build another one. Let's see, does that affect desirability? Yeah, looks like it does not. But right here in between these three mines would be a great place for a stockyard, so we're going to flatten that out. We'll prioritize that work real quick. And then as soon as that's flattened out, we can build a stockyard there. That's going to help a lot. I wish we could sell more of this stuff, but unfortunately nobody's looking for it right now. That'd be the easiest, you know, and most beneficial way to get rid of it all. Upgrading and actually using some of the iron. Yeah, we're still at 19. Using some of the iron after upgrading would actually be good as well. Using that iron, sorry, to make some things that we can then sell, that would also be helpful. Alright, so let's build that stockyard here. And I know I talked about building houses over here, but it's just not in the cards for right now. But we can start building them out this way. Man, the desirability on these buildings is just awful. It's got to be getting affected by these mines. But that's alright. So hopefully we can clear these mines out soon. Especially this one. And we'll build houses off of it. But let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and build some houses off of this road right here. Yep, that's what we wanted. So we'll continue this road out a bit. And we can start to build houses on either side of that. Alright, so we've got some more raiders coming in. We're going to see how our defenses hold up against this group. But we can go ahead and plan out some houses while we're waiting. Yeah, this slope is really killing us over here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and toggle the garrison on. Get some villagers in there. That raid is going to be coming soon. And we'll slow things down just a little bit. while this raid is happening. Oh wow, they're really wailing on that. Oh no, that was his health. I thought that was the tower's health for a second. I was like, man, they are. It's going to take them no time to get through that thing. Right, we can't improve this well just yet. I want to see. Are you able to stick a tree in here anywhere? No, that supposedly helps. I'm not sure how much matters, but all right. So what did we lose? We lost a gate. It's okay. We can rebuild that. Did they get anything from over there, though? I don't think so. Yeah, it looks like we took care of them before they were able to get in and get anything. Yeah, I think we're done. That was a quick raid. So that wasn't too bad. Yeah, at this stage in the game with a tier 2 town center, you know, you don't have to have a ton of defenses. But that's not going to last for long. Yeah, we're going to have to even this slope out over here a little bit. So we'll start there. 1, 2, 3. Let's go that way. Even that whole row out, and we should be able to build houses on it. Oh wait, actually I don't want a house there. I eventually want to put a large park. Where is that? Here. Flatten all that out as well. Hopefully that helps us get to homesteads over there. Let's see. I mean, this thing is going to be expensive, though. Yeah, you know what? That still doesn't get us. Well, we get... There's one over there that's above 30. Let's see. Yeah, we get a couple above 30, but not... I mean, not a ton. Are we able to build the theater yet? We can build a temple right there, although it's incredibly expensive. Alright, looks like we still have somebody attacking. Is that true? No. Okay. So we do have this. There was an excavation site that I found. I did some exploring as well, off recording. It's on the edges over here somewhere. I thought it was down here. I want to make sure I saw it. Ah, here it is, yeah. So maybe building a temple right there is what we need right now. Yeah, I think that's what we actually want to do. Even though I know it's going to be expensive. Yeah, everything else that we want is in there. We almost kind of want it in the middle here, though. That's gonna, I mean, that will get us to a place where we have plenty of desirability for everybody. What size square is that? It's a 5 by 5. Yeah, so if I put it over here, I mean, it still has pretty good effect, and then I think I'm going to continue to build my fields out that way, though. So this isn't getting the full effect over there. And actually, I just put a house right in the middle of where I would want this thing. Just to get the full effect. Yeah, we're going to move this house. I know that seems crazy. Nobody's living in it yet, though, so I don't feel too bad. And then once we do that, are they still attacking? What? I hate when this message won't go away for forever. Alright, let me speed things up a little bit. Alright, we're going to actually destroy this road. Move that house, and then we're going to plop a temple down right in the middle right there, so that it has as much effect around it as possible. Although it might be good to have that road go all the way through. How much is it going to kill me if I shift it over here? Almost none at all. Okay, maybe I should just put it on that other side. But at least by putting it on this side, I mean, we've got this big mountain over here in the way. If anything, I may extend houses down here. Probably not, but we'll just have that there for that eventuality. Alright, so this needs to all get flattened out before we can do it. And then probably going to also have to transfer some gold over, which we don't have. Alright, so we're going to have to spend some time building up some gold too. Yeah, we really need a trader to come into town who is willing to buy some of these raw materials that we have for sale. Alright, so I think we can go ahead and build this mine out. Well, we're not going to have anywhere to store that. I'd rather just have excess laborers for right now. So yeah, we're actually not going to do that. Alright, so yeah, this is just, we're at another kind of point where we need to just save up a little bit and get things moving. I am going to put the temple down and just halt construction on it while we get the gold to pay for it. Which is actually going to be tough because until we get this in here, we don't have the desirability on these houses to get the gold. Like having those there would be, having that there would be a big help in getting the desirability up on the houses and getting enough gold. Alright, yeah, so we're starting to, we really need to improve our wells or we're going to be in trouble there too. So we're getting there on population, getting there on number of homesteads. I just don't know how we get these improved to that level without some of the stuff that we need to access in tier 3. I think that's going to be really tough. So what's our desirability here? 14. So if we build right at these, where it's already, the desirability is pretty close to where we want. I mean, even then it's tough. So we got to figure out a way. We've got a park in here. Still, the desirability is like super tiny. What can we put in? I think we can put in like a garden trail. Is that gonna bump anybody above 30? Alright, so if we put some in over here. But these are already homesteads, right? Or at least that one is. Yeah, I really need a garden trail, like in here somewhere. Alright, so that says the only problem is the slope is too steep. That'll get us above 30 on anything? No. Yeah, it's not even gonna help. Unless we put some other things around there. Alright, so this mine's almost exhausted. Let's see what happens when that thing gets removed. And then we'll go ahead and finish building this mine. And then just in order to make sure that they can get everything out to here. Get everything back to town in a good time frame. We'll do that, but we'll also build a stockyard that's right here, basically. Well, if we can. Yeah, there we go. So that'll allow the wagons to get out here, but they're basically just going to stock everything right here. Oh, and I did say I was going to build the fields, expand them that way, didn't I? So this road is useless. All right, I'm going to actually get rid of this. I don't know what I was thinking. What's the, I select all the roads. I think if I just do it here, I get rid of all that. Yeah, it does. Okay. So we do want a dirt road here. But we want to connect it to town, go in this direction. Okay, looks like we need to come one more over. Actually, maybe not. That connects. Yeah, that connects. All right, so we're good there. We can actually expand these fields a little bit in that direction too. I'd put the windmill in a bad location for that, but that's okay. It can be a little bit weird. Or we can build entirely new fields, maybe just a flax only field right there. I don't know, we'll see. We gotta figure out the food though. So since we have all these additional laborers, I think this is our field. Yeah, because of all the plants we have in it, this is the field that's probably netting the most food total. So this is the one we want to expand first. It's either that or we build a completely new field. So this is already 12 by 12. Yeah, it's probably worth it to do a completely new field so that we have another crop rotation possibility, but I do want to leave in room. Boom. So we'll do a 6 by 6 here. There's room there for a road or a fence, whichever one we decide to do. Probably be a road. Like if we're going to fence this, we'll probably just fence everything. All right, that mine's out of ore. Well, it says it's out of ore, but everybody's still gathering ore. What's up with that? I don't want to just leave this here by destroying it. Let's... Alright, we'll just move everybody over to that mine. And we'll let this one sit here for a minute until this guy says he's idle. Oh, that one's out of ore too. That's interesting. Were they both? I think they were both coming up. No, we have different symbols for that, so they weren't both coming off the same spot, I don't think. Maybe they were. Alright, so once these people show idle, then we'll be able to just shut those both of those mines down. Cool. Alright, let's see what this merchant has for us. Then I'm probably going to call it a day. Definitely can sell those. Ooh, at that price, we will get rid of some shoes for sure. And remember, we want to get up enough gold so that we can, this is, definitely want to sell that. And not much here that we want to buy. I still don't think we have enough food to feed any livestock. We'll get to work on that some other time. I think we can sell them some sand. This is the first time somebody's wanted to buy sand. So we definitely want to take advantage of that. But obviously these higher priced items need to go first. I don't want to sell out all our shoes. Yeah, so we can sell 10 more. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. But that's still going to leave some. So they'll restock those 10, and that'll leave us with 4. That'll be fine. Soap, we have plenty to sell. Oh, he doesn't have enough money. Oh, and I did all that to sell sand, and now he doesn't have enough money. All right, so what do we need from him? Could probably use some more beans. So we'll do about 400 gold worth of beans, and then we can sell some sand back to him. And some coats, or some pelts, for whatever amount of money he has. And let's see what Trader 2 is selling. So I think we wanted, no, we have plenty of heavy tools. We have tools. Yeah, no, I think we're good. We're not getting very good prices there. Oh, the iron. We will sell her as much iron as she will buy. Look at what that's doing to our gold. How much do we need for that temple? 1,000? Oh yeah, we're gonna have plenty for that. We're gonna go ahead and start enabling that construction. We'll have to transfer some gold, but that's okay. Just do well over 1,000 to make sure that we have plenty. And we're gonna just keep selling her iron. I'm not even gonna bother with the rest of this stuff because I don't want it. I want my traders focused on replenishing the iron stocks in the trading post. And everything else is selling for a lower than average price, so there's no point doing that. Yeah, we just need to get that iron stocked so we can sell it. And I really want to stay on top of this because she's departing in 11 days. So every time they bring some stuff in, we're going to sell it immediately. Oh, this is great. Finally, somebody wants iron or anything else that we're mining. That was like our whole deal for this town was that, oh, we can put some more people in here too. That's going to help. How have I not done that yet? Oh, okay. Sell it quick. Oh, I think I missed it. All right, so we need to keep more iron in stock, obviously. That's okay. When it comes time to do that again, we've got 2 traders now. We will be able to do it. We have plenty. Oh, do we have enough flax for this? Yes. Just barely. Nobody used flax for anything else. We just got lucky there. I didn't even look at how much flax we needed for it. Wait, is that 100 flax or 58 flax? I can't tell. Well, it's saying we don't need flax at all over here. So I'm confused. Let's look at it in here. Yeah, I don't know why the symbol for flax is up there. Okay. All right, I think we're good. We'll build that temple. That should instantly increase the desirability of everything in this neighborhood. And we'll start to get upgrades. We'll start to get more tax revenue that way. And then we will be good. All right, so we gotta, I gotta deal with this well situation. Just to get something in. It's not a great place for it. But, yeah, actually this looks like a slightly better place. Put a well there. And we're going to stick another one right. And I was trying not to have to take any of those trees down. But it's just going to have to happen. Alright, we'll stick another one right there. And that should take some pressure off of these wells. I'm hoping just having more wells, they're not all drawing from the same water source below the surface. And then just having more of them will take the pressure off of the other ones. All right, so we made some money. We have a temple going up. We should be able to excavate this site down here, wherever it was. If we can find it again. Hopefully we don't run into too many raiders down there. But we'll send some people. There it is. We'll send some people out here and see what happens and see what we end up with. So we do need 40 stone. Let's see, we can harvest that. Oh no, we have plenty of stone. Why isn't it getting moved down there? There we go, it is. It's just taking forever. Okay, so that's fine. I think this is, I don't know why that still says it's just gathering ore. Is it the same thing over here? Yeah. Alright, we're just going to salvage the building anyway. We might lose a little bit of iron. Hopefully, I don't know if salvaging it actually takes away what's in storage. This said 31 in storage. How many iron do we have right now? Let's watch that because we should be going through it. So 2013. So we should end up with like 2040. It's on the ground. What is that? I don't want to have that symbol there forever. Alright, looks like people are picking it up. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't want that tooltip to be there forever. And I'm not sure we can get rid of it. Oh well. Alright, well, it is what it is then. If that's how it's going to be. It's going to throw me off seeing that there all the time, but that's fine. Alright, so it does say the other wells are too close. So that didn't help me out. We're going to have to figure out how to solve the well problem a different way. Alright, so we'll work on that next time. Oh, but this is what we wanted. The temple's getting built. It's not even finished yet, and we've already got all these places upgrading. So that is pretty great. Really wish I could delete that. Alright, so that's pretty great. So that's going to increase our tax income. We can finally start, we'll probably put in a barracks somewhere, and maybe even up here. And we can start to have some soldiers to protect the town. So that's going to be great. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to call it a day for today. We're going to let these things upgrade. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch that. Winter's coming. There's not going to be much going on. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit. And I will check back in with you guys next time. Thanks for being here again. If you liked what you saw, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you can see all the future episodes. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.